Hello guys, I'm back, and we're doing another Emile Bertin video. I haven't figured out what most of this area is because the image is too low quality. But the good news is that I can at least make something out of it. It's not a completely screwed up, no possibility kind of thing. So we're starting off up front because I already have something I know I want to put up here. So what I'm going to do is for this room, it's going to be a dynamo room. Or no, I'll make this a pump room. And I'll make this big room back here. Big, long. Maybe not. Maybe I'll turn that into the dynamo room. It's wider, meaning I can fit this stuff better. So how do you make a dynamo? Well, they're actually not that hard. So what you're going to need is I might actually use vent for this. So there's two vents, wall. Dynamos are like these. In this case, this is not dynamo. My bad. It is my brain shutting off for a sec. This is going to be a recompressor room. And what this does is it takes all the water that is boiled in steam, and it takes it, all that it can and repressurizes it. And in it, we're going to put fuel. Good way to hide fuel. And I probably should be using gray here. Let's see. Yeah, we use this. Yeah. Barrel. So we're going to use a 40, and we're going to use a 20. Yes, we're using two. Should be 40 on the bottom, 20 at the top. I can delete that because never mind. And that is going to go down into a pump. And the idea is this is not a bilge pump, but it is. It needs to look like a pump. So wall, and then stairs above it like that. Or no, pump. Yeah, so there we go for that. And in here we might as well have. There's not much space for anything right here. Let me see if I can fit something. Kind of like there, and then yeah, I can do. I have a little trick I can do. Uh, Switchboard. Bam, bam. Nope. Bam, bam. No. Bam, bam. There we go. And this is kind of like a little pump room, is all that this is. Not a pump room, but you know, a recondensing room. It's not very detailed, but it gets the job done. Next, we have these two little areas right here. I don't know what they would be. I am going to assume different types of storage. I'm actually going to move this like here, and you'll see why in a sec. Yeah, that actually looks a little more accurate. Because this is going to be a main hallway right here to this bottom area. come in here, you're greeted with... I can also do that. Yeah. And what can I put here? I can either put a ladder or I can put a fire pump in here, which I'm probably just going to put a fire pump. This is just going to be a hallway, so nothing special in here. I'm going to make this a cargo, like a basic cargo room. It's not going to have much in it. Just this cargo. This can be another cargo place. I could do something with it, actually. Probably could do something a little different with it. Let me see something. I need to look at the plans real quick. Because I don't see evidence of a machine shop anywhere. It's probably on the main deck. Or it could be where I'm looking at right now. Huh. That's okay. What I'm looking at right now is all cabin stuff. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. If this back room was a little bigger, which I mean it technically should be. It technically should be. I would probably turn that into a machine shop, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna put that on the main deck, the first deck. Alright, so here we go. And knowing that's towards the rear, I'm going to put the machine shop stuff. Knowing that where I see it, it's probably at the rear. From what I can tell, at least. Give me a sec, I'm sorry. Yeah, and then I'm just going to put the metal and wood storage back there. Unless it's in the bow. It might be in the bow. Might be in the bow. If it's in the bow... Ooh, wait. Let me see something real quick. Got any overhead shots of that are not 220p? No. Okay. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not in the bow. Because if it was, there would probably be a way to get it up easier. And I don't think it's there, so... It would probably also be near the hangar anyway, so... Yeah. We'll put back here... I'll turn that into a metal store. Turn this in... Yeah, turn this into wood storage. Which means we're gonna cargo... slab... and... log. Make the entrance like right here. Big old wood storage. I can't block that off, though. And this one's going to be the metal storage, so... I don't know what to put in here that's not going to weigh a ton. Because there is a little bit of below water line, I should be going with iron doors. Which weigh a little more, but it's going to keep water out. Like, all these, all these I should definitely keep a... You see how the water line's right here? That means you should probably put a metal door here. Just a word of advice, make it so it can't leak over into the rest of the ship. Except for these trapdoors, it might anyway, so... You can at least be generous with the trapdoors in the right place. Like when I say this, you could put a normal door there because it's probably going to leak through there anyway. Uh, Based on the fact that I'm doing this left-hand hallway, I think. Yeah. Alright, and this is going to be a metal storage. I remember how to do these, actually. Stairs. Trapdoor. We're going to have a big shelf right here. You put cargoes in these, by the way. Always put cargo in your storage rooms. And I think one of them said they were the arsenal, so... And then I need a... I'm flying over to someone else's plot, just to see if they have the right block. No. I'm looking for a specific metal. I know this plot should have it, because it's mine. But it might not. I don't know if I used a normal metal block on this thing. I might not have. I don't think I did. Because it would be somewhere, and it's not there. Okay. Well, time to explore a couple plots until I find a metal block. Actually, it might be one here. Nope. Alright, never mind. We're not going to go wasting this episode exploring everyone's plots. So, we're just going to continue onwards. Actually, I might already have that here. I do. I didn't check this plot. Okay. We're just going to have like a bunch of metal laying around. And I think the door should probably be... Don't need that door. Where's the interior door? There it is. Here. Or I could put it right there and have it just open inwards so it doesn't get in the way of the hallway. Alright, coming back forwards, and I know we're going to be hopping around a bunch, because not as aimed as I usually am with these videos. For this one, particularly. Alright, so here we go. There's a reason I put this here. Here's a fire control computer. Put that... So this area lines directly up with the, Okay. Yeah, it's in the back. This is a CIC. What that is essentially a room in which... This is the backup. To put the best. It's a backup, control station for when everything else is broken. And I need this spot open. Ooh, I can just fire control computer over here. Telegraph. There's going to be a backup wheel in here. Here we are. Put a nav, and there's going to be a ladder through here. And bam, there we go. That's a really tight CIC, but that's kind of how it goes. Next, what should I put up here? So this spot, I think, yeah, I'm just going to use this for storage. Or no, I actually know what I was going to use these for. I was going to use these for fuel tanks. So I can completely cut these guys off. Yeah, I was using these as extra fuel. There we go. And this is also a fuel tank. Oh, yeah, I'll just fill it up to right there. Come up here. We have this larger room here. And next to it, we have a room that's filled with a type of machinery. I am going to take a guess and say that both of these turrets need hydraulics rooms. I don't know if they're hydraulic turrets, but let me see. I can actually check this. I can check this really easily. Or, well, maybe I can't. Theoretically, shouldn't be that hard, but you know. Okay, sorry about that. Let me see. Where is your 152s? Alright, Emile Bertin. Oh, that's fun. Rate of train 12 seconds. Doesn't say anything about I think these are probably electrohydraulic. So we can do something fun here, and I can do something I don't usually do. I can put the hydraulic systems of these turrets in here. Alright, we're gonna need this block. And we can put batteries in here too, because that's where they would go. Battery. Because I'm assuming, and this is a big assumption that is, that this is an electrohydraulic system. So if I get this wrong, well, that's my fault for not doing the research correctly. Get this. Yeah, that's fine, never mind. I need that. So we come in here. Something like this to be attached to the battery. Oh, I actually should do this. Wall. I got any different looking wall that I can use? Yeah, I can use that. And then just use gray. Or maybe not. I can use repaired. Oh. A lot of this is experimentation, so cut me a bone for a sec here. Do we have that? I can do it like that. Just a one block one that attaches to the battery. I'd probably want the hydraulics. Ooh. Now that's an issue I didn't think of. Yeah, I probably want the hydraulic system closer. And I'm gonna attach that to... Ooh, maybe if I do it like this instead. where I have here, where that's the input. Hold up, let me see if I can get the engine block where I want it to be. No, I want it to be facing this way. That's close enough. Have like this. Attach that to batteries, which, oh, wait. Yeah. I can flip that. This video might be a long one. I'm not actually sure. Alright. Something like that. Then have actual engine blocks. Attached to that. Or how big is this room over here? Just need to check. It's 3 by 3, same size. Hmm. 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 Oh, wait. I could actually put a smaller room, this bigger room back here. But I want the rooms to be the same size for all of them. So let me check something. How big is this room? How big is the biggest room next to you? That one. Okay. 3 by 3. So we're gonna have to deal with the 3 by 3. We're gonna turn that into a hydraulics room. Alright. I am gonna take a sec. I'll be right back. Alright. Back to it. Back to it. Back to it. So I just went to go look at one of my other ships. And I actually had a pretty decent way to do this. The thing is, I cannot put a battery on the wall. Because that is really questionable. They can get hit and explode. So putting battery anywhere near here is not a good idea. Which sucks because I think one of these is actually a battery room. So, how do we do that? Oh, we'll use this. Periscope. Already got it. Never mind. Put the batteries here. Attach it to a longer system. A larger system. In which... Yeah. Yeah, that works. Actually, that works fine. There's a hydraulic room design, and I can use that in other hydraulic rooms. Okay, so let's come over here, and I'm gonna pick where I think the safest place is, which is right here. Make sure to have that in the way. There. I can actually flip this. Might be a good idea to flip it. And through there. Right. And then the last one for the front turret is going to be slightly different because I have slightly more space. Entrance is going to be right here. All right. The difference is I'm going to put the battery even farther away. Sorry, I sneezed. I gotta wipe off my screen. Anyhow, here, like that. Something like this. It's supposed to be nice and cramped. There we go. Okay, so we got hydraulics rooms for each turret. That's done. Next, we gotta come back over here. And I would assume this room would also have something to do with the boilers. So we have a condenser over here. So we have a condenser. Maybe a secondary condenser. Like a smaller one. Alright, we can do that. We can do a smaller condenser. Put these vents on, make sure it has those. Maybe something like that. Yeah, like this is a backup condensing condenser room, so it doesn't need to be as big. Doesn't mean I have to change the floor though. And since this is mostly engineering space, I probably should have went with gray. Condenser controls right here. Oh wait, no, that was the pump. Alright, button, double button. Another pipe. Periscope. We need an upper because it's actually probably a better idea to do something like that. Yeah, so we have two condensing rooms. One's a backup, so it's a little smaller. It doesn't have the, well, probably should actually have a fire pump in here, but it doesn't. And over here, I think what I'm going to do is have two pump rooms that are just dedicated to being pump rooms. So the entire point of them is they need to be somewhat like here, and you put a bunch of pumps in them. Put the periscope tubes. This is the main control for the pumps. Walk in here. This one seems pretty low detail. I'm trying to figure out how to make it higher detail. So don't worry, I'm not gonna keep it just these two blocks on here. So you come in through here. I can actually move these pumps out. Put a another fire pump in here on this wall. Oh, I know what I could do. On this wall, I could add a quote-unquote reservoir. I could probably fool that right there, so I can put this in. Get to this room through here. Let me see. What's it called? I am trying to think portal. Fuel? This would be like the water reservoir. You can see how much is in this side. Meaning I do need a rear pump room. Which do I have there? Okay. So the rear one should be decent size. It doesn't have to be the same. Oh, does that have enough space? I think it does. And because I want to be able to counterflow, I would probably want to put that on the opposite side. Oh, at least the idea of counterflooding. Anyhow. And we need a fire pump. And then we'll have the same oil reservoir thing. Which shows how much flood is there. This technically means I should leave it empty. But nope. I like my filling. Alright. So back here, I think I should have the arsenal somewhere back here, like where people get their guns. So I am thinking it would go right here. And you walk in, a locker, and stairs. No, something like these. So this is where you find all the gun racks and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, this is just where guns go. I don't know why this area right here is so open, but, you know. From what I can tell, it actually doesn't have much in it. So I'll probably just put some pipes in here. It means these two rooms are not filled, that room is not, and that room isn't. So what we'll do is we'll make this an AA storage. Imagine these are like the lifts. So that's the basic idea that I have right there of how they work. Meaning a watertight door should go in here. Bam, you walk in. Oh, it's the AA storage. Alright, out. It's a lot of open space down here. Not as tight as I thought it would be. Means I could extend this to right here. And just tighten up the profile a little bit. There's not much that's going to fit in this room anyway. I wonder if I could do that. that. No, we'll keep that right there. We're gonna make one of these a medical store. I think I'm gonna make this. I want a decent amount of medical supplies, so this is gonna be a medical store right here. This is gonna be whatever room it's gonna be, I guess. It's gonna be a store of some time. These are all storage. All this stuff is storage. I can think of like ready access food maybe for here. And give it like that kind of layout. Because if I do it like that, maybe I could go directly down to the food store from here. Which has no light. There's the secondaries. So maybe if... Nah, I think it's gonna have to be right there. Alright. Unless I could put... Ooh, no, I just lost a torch, didn't I? Oh, it's always annoying. Anyhow. Yeah, we'll just keep this as like ready access food. So something like there. Have a shelf. Nah, I should have a shelf on this wall. Stairs. Oh, I know what I could make this actually. This right here will be a wine room. Yeah, a little wine room. That's fine with me. And then here will stay as ready access. So I can throw cargo somewhere. Throw it back here, that's for sure. Not much I can fit in this room. Unless I move that. Make a shelf like that. Maybe I can fit cargo like right here. Like that? Yeah, that works. What kind of ready access food would there be? Actually, I don't have the heads for that right now. So what I'll do is I'll probably come back to this next video and show you guys what I put there. Because, yeah, I forgot that I need to go look through some chests to put some stuff that I want. Ooh. That's a little annoying. Anyhow. Oh, I want you to flip. There you go. Alright, so that. Ready access food. Doctor supplies should be here. Like extra medical supplies. So, and here we go. Open the right way. Oh, well, no, I can just put the door right there. Alright, here we go. So with this being doctor supplies, I'm gonna need to pause for a second, grab some, grab a head. And I'm back. Let's go. Alright, so how we're gonna do this is pretty simple. We have this as our basic doctor's table. Not doctor's table. I use this in a lot of roles. But here. This is like a backup for if he needs those. And then a shelf filled with IV bags. Yeah, these are all supposed to be IVs. So yeah, there's a bunch of these laying around. And I don't have the medkit block, so I'll probably replace a couple of those with medkit blocks later. I'll just do that for now. Alright, so there, we got the doctors. I need probably another battery stowage somewhere. And I've seen that they're in the bow. So, and for other ships, that is. So what I'm gonna do? No, sorry about that. As we still need to be able to get to that. Throw batteries in here. And I'm just giving them a little extra protection that's probably not going to save them. Batteries can explode. Is the big issue we have here. So, no, we'll move the batteries. We'll move them somewhere else. Gotta put batteries somewhere, though. Maybe one of these rooms. Yeah, we can make this more battery storage. And turn that into another fuel tank. A lot of fuel tanks. You might notice I added a lot of fuel tanks on this thing. It's not just because I can't figure out what to put everything in. It's also because I have notably... Well, number one, this is a French cruiser, meaning it theoretically should be able to go fairly good distance because they needed to protect their colonies. And, I mean, just because Algeria is directly south of them doesn't mean they don't have other colonies. I remember they have Guam, so they need something that can go range, that can go distant. So it's pretty useful to have one of these like this. We're going to turn that into crew space. We're going to turn this entire big area into crew space because I have nothing else to do with it. Bunk. Theoretically, this will be the only crew space that's built in a certain way. When I say this, when I mean that, I mean it is going to be the only crew space that has the qualities that it will. So it's not. So most of the crew spaces on these French vessels, if I know them correctly, and let's say that there's a chance that I might not know what I'm talking about. There's a chance, though. I'm going to add a cargo locker over here, too, actually. Turn this under area into a cargo locker. My point is, when I say that, I mean that yes, I have looked at the ship's plans, I've looked at all that. Doesn't mean exactly that I can get every little bit of information off of the plans, especially because these plans are currently the reason you see me working around trying to figure out what everything is. They're not exactly the highest quality plans in some cases. That's not to say they're not good plans. They're actually fairly good plans. It's just I don't have the res that I need, if that makes any sense. Something like that. No, I don't want it to mirror. Can I fit the thing right here? I can fit a locker right there. No, that doesn't make much sense. Fit a locker right here. No, need to be able to walk through there. Put another table down. And, yep. And there we go. Fairly decent little crew area. And the reason I'm doing them like this is actually pretty simple. From what I can tell, they use hammocks. Which, if you use a hammock, it means it's pretty easy to drop down, all that kind of stuff. And with my windlass rooms, I like to store cargo. But I don't think I have the space, so I'm going to do something a little different than I usually do. Now, where's my upper? Yeah, make these like guide rods is basically what I'm doing. Pretty blank. I can put some cargo in. Easy. Then for this, I could put like a table like that. Because these tables, they go in the ceiling. If you ever see the hammock things, how the hammocks work is they have these like they pop into the ceiling and they kind of drop down with chairs. I need to figure out what to do with this room though. What I could do, something like that, and make this a paint store, which again is going to require me to take a very, very short detour. So let me return in a sec. Alright, so I got me a paint block. For now, I guess they're only going to have gray paint. That's okay. You don't really, it's okay if it's only gray for now. So, like, there we go. I didn't think of it, but there we go. Yeah. Door, interior door, hatch door, always with these kind of bulkheads. It's a very good idea to use these doors with bulkheads. And because this has direct access to the sea, there. This is probably the most dangerous room to have on this ship. Because it's still waterline, all things considered. Uh, hmm. What I'm going to do is change that layout. I'm going to make another cargo store. It doesn't have to be that door. It could be interior door. There we go. Cargo. This ship has a lot less, well, actually, despite it being less packed, I mean, more packed, there's a lot more, fuel voids I put in this thing. This is, a little unusual territory for me sometimes. Right there, right there. Definitely iron door there, iron door there. There we go. This room hasn't been used. Okay. I can use that as extra fire control equipment. An extra fire control equipment room. And then I need to figure out that room, and then I need to put some stuff in that room. And we'll be done. Well, I guess that room too. I can just make that a normal cargo locker. There. And I'll make this a control panel area. It's like extra panels. Okay, yeah. I would think this vessel might actually have a good amount of cargo on it. Its fuel should definitely not be an issue. It's been an interesting ride trying to figure out what everything goes in these rooms, and I'm surprised I've been able to do it so quickly, relatively speaking. Alright, so this room right here. It's right next to a bar bed. So I got an idea. It's gonna be like a mini machine shop. And I have a very specific way I do these. So you'll have okay. There's a fight going on right now. You'll have that. That's a basic table. And if you want to know how I make saws, I use a glass trapdoor. and I use one of these. I use the glass as kind of like a support for it. So there you got a saw. We need to go grab some of that metal from earlier. And we're gonna stick that here. Cargo block. Like that. As that would be where you store the metal. And then... Where is landing gear? You might be wondering, why am I putting landing gear in this room? Well, I would make it act... The purpose is to act like a is to act as a, extra rollers for the ship. For the ship's barbettes. Because there would be rollers on these barbettes to help them, turn. So that's extra rollers right there. That's that purpose. Alright, so we got that room done. I think we only down to 2 rooms now. So that's done. That's done. That's just a stairwell. So nothing special there. Ooh, there's an issue. I just realized we can't get through here. Meaning, I know why that was like that. Okay. There we go. Yeah, and there we go. Nice travel through there. Means I can actually turn that into there. Yeah, there we go. A little more variation never hurt. And then coming to the back, because we only have 2 rooms left on this level at least. We have this room, and we have that room. Okay. So because this is a bunch of storerooms, what I'm just gonna make it is an extra any air store. These can explode, so do worry about that, but they're not as volatile as other types of stuff. Other types of ammo. I don't even think they're as volatile. I think they're even less volatile than yeah, I think it's less likely for these to do major damage than the batteries are. So that's something to know. Yeah, we have that done. We're going to come in from the left. Add that look thing, And so this is a fairly big room. It has access to a decent amount of stuff. Whip. There we go. There we go. Whip. Other way. There we go. Okay. Oop. So we come in here. We don't expect just a big room. We expect something actually in this room. So we're going to take some periscopes first. And we're going to put these here. And what this is going to be is another hydraulics room. But it's not going to be the same type of hydraulics room. It is mainly like other hydraulics. Like you have the steering gear. So we need a hydraulic system for the steering gear. And that means I can go grab. We come over to these. I didn't actually have to come this far. Here, here, here. Alright. And I think a lot of people take for granted how much hydraulics can be on a ship this size. Like, there's... Yeah, it's not, like, the biggest ship. This especially is not. It's nowhere near the largest ship I've worked on. But that doesn't mean it's not still a large ship. You need to understand that these things... People need to understand that these things, even when they're small, quote-unquote, they're massive. They're big. They fit a lot of stuff on them. Barrel. I need the 40 mil to slide under. Ooh, it didn't attach. Forgot about that. Hmm. It'd be like this. Get something like that to keep them attached. This is the controls. You still need to be able to navigate this room. That's why I'm not going as heavy as I could on stuff in it. I can put something here, which I'm going to do. Engine block, so I can put a pump there. Anything I can put over here? No. Alright, so let's see. Do I have a fire pump in every major hydraulics room? Not hydraulics room. Every major, do I have a, do I have a pump, I mean a fire pump in every major fire room? Or fire pump room. Or pump room. Yeah, my brain. Sorry, guys. And every major pump room. There we go. I don't have one in this one. Do I have one in this one? No. I guess. Oh, wait, these aren't major pump rooms. Here we are. Yes, we have one here. And yes, we have one here. I think, yeah. So that's good. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It seems really repetitive, to me at least, but I understand that I can understand that it would seem repetitive. So, with this ship pretty much on to the next level soon, I want to hear you guys' feedback. I want to know how you liked it. If you watched the entire video, that makes me pretty dang happy. Happy. Because these videos are long, I get it. It's hard to watch them through. Even if you don't have to do, even if you do it in more than one sitting, that's still impressive to me. It means a lot. So I'm doing this for fun. I do this because I want to show you guys how to do this stuff. And I like this server, and I want to promote this server to people that may not have heard of it. No, I'm not officially sponsored or anything. It's just I like releasing these videos for this server. So it's, when you guys actually have positive feedback, it makes me happy. So I would love if you guys would comment on this video. Subscribe if you want. I don't mind. It's your choice completely. And I think I'm going to see you guys. Actually, I will be seeing you guys extremely soon because we have the new series starting up, and I'll be working on getting the glass setup version of that ship, like the glass ends tomorrow, and that's the version we're actually going to be using anyway. So who knows? It should be all set up by tomorrow. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you have a wonderful day.